Welcome everybody, my name is Henry Miller. I'm the sports editor for RGVSports.com, and this is a very special show. This is our 2024 RGVSports.com All-Area Volleyball show. With me today, I have a very special kangaroo. She can jump through the roof. This is our newcomer of the year, freshman Mady Perez from Mission Veterans. Welcome, Mady, and congratulations.
Thank you.
So you get, and this is really cool, she's going to a program that had won 18 out of 22 district titles. 17 of them like undefeated, right? And last year, before this season, they lost to her coach, Coach Diana Lerma's former player, Margot Iglesias Cantu. And she vowed that she would get them back. And even last year, she was talking about, I've got this girl coming up. She's a game changer. I hear that all the time from coaches, right? Everyone expects certain things. But she was right. This girl has been a game changer for Mission Veterans, filled right in with those other players to go undefeated again in district and head into the playoffs. Mady, what was it like going into the season as a freshman, and people are already, I mean, you can't hide it. People were already expecting things from you. What was that like?
It was a lot of pressure. I mean, I felt like I really had to be at their level of what they expected of me to be like, and I feel like the pressure did make me do better, especially my teammates who really wanted me to achieve, and they really wanted me to help them get district title this year. So it really made me do better this season.
Now it seems like y'all went from, and I think every team goes through this when they have new players come in, go through some competitive team arguments, not even arguments, but discussions, intensity, right? And then at a certain point, everyone finds their role, finds that they all need to play together.
Yeah.
Did y'all have that type of appearance during the year?
I think in the beginning of the season, I think a lot of girls really wanted certain positions.
Right.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a big deal. I think they found it mid-season that you really have to play certain roles and you have to play your role in order for the team to accomplish.
Right, and it clearly your hitters started developing more. Your defensive chaos that you always go through seemed to smoothen up, and y'all just kept getting stronger and stronger through the year. What was it like for you as a freshman to go through these things?
Good. It felt really amazing to see the team really come together as a whole. It was really nice seeing the girls and me really bond. It was just really amazing.
That's awesome. Now, though, expectations came on. What are they like for you next year already?
Oof, I think there's still a lot of pressure since there's also a couple players coming up. I really want to achieve the same things this season. I'm really excited. I hope next season I could bring a district title to the new girls who are coming up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you know, pressure is privilege.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yep.
Now, I was talking to a coach up in Dallas somewhere, and she had been at a camp. And this is something for every coach in the Valley, every coach across the country. There's a word called mudita. Say it?
Mudita.
That was good. She said it better than me, and I'm the one who introduced her. You know what it means? What it is, it's a Buddhist or otherworld word, Sanskrit, that talks about having complete love for the success of other people on your team and your group. It's the exact opposite of jealousy, animosity. I mean, how important is that for any team?
It's very important because volleyball is not a one-person sport.
Right.
So you want everyone, in order to win, everyone has to play their role.
And sometimes they may not think their role is, it's like we talked earlier about luck.
Yeah.
You're going to have some luck that you didn't even know happened. You know, like the ball rolled over one way or another. I mean, I've seen some of your players diving into, not just you, but diving into the stands, doing whatever. When they dive into your stands at your gym, they had to run a long ways. I mean, that's forever. I get tired watching them. So look at this. We have people. Hey, swivel this around. Look at this audience that she's bringing. Oh, it's just Carly. But so, did you expect the year to go the way it did?
Yes, because the girls were really hungry to win, so I knew that they were very determined to get a district title this year. And I also felt like I also wanted a district title, so I really bring my best game this season.
Talk about tell me about, and this is I'm a little snobbish about, and you know what it's going to be. You're a lefty. How did you notice at least some people having a harder time figuring out what you were going to do?
Yeah, like when I go up and hit, they expect me to go cross, but then I end up going line. So it's really, I could just change up my shots really easy and they probably won't be able to get it.
And you follow Coach Lerma's rule. It doesn't matter how hard you hit it, get the ball to the ground, because you've gone up with a perfect set and not absolutely hit it as hard, but you see a spot. Is that because you're in the air for like a day and a half?
No, I think about it before the point, before the sets comes to me. I think about where I'm going to hit it before. And also because it's not about hitting it hard all the time, it's about playing smart.
Right. And what area of your game do you want to improve the most for next season?
For sure, my consistency on hitting and trying to hit a little smarter.
That's great. That's great. Well, I appreciate you coming to the
Thank
show.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now you got a lot to live up to, right? But that's good, right? Say Mudita again.
Mudita.
There you go. She said it better than I. Again, this is Henry Miller with RGVSports.com. This is our 2024 RGVSports.com All-Area Volleyball Show. Thank you for joining us. And remember, what's the word?
Mudita.
Mudita. Remember, we're blessed all more than we deserve. Thanks and have a great day. Hi, everyone. My name is Henry Miller. I'm the sports editor for RGVSports.com. Today's a very special show. We have with us the 2024 All-Area Volleyball team here at the Valley Flames Volleyball Training Facility on 107 in Edinburg. With me today is our All-Area Coach of the Year, Valley View's Bianca Garza. Did I pronounce it right?
You did, Bianca.
It was easy, right?
Yeah.
I could still be a gringo and do it. That was okay. I'm gonna have trouble with my next one, and you already know that.
I'm gonna be right here.
I know.
We listen and we don't judge.
You're gonna be like scene 2, cut, do it again. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, district champs. People who may not know volleyball in the area be like, okay, they won a district championship, but y'all hadn't won one in how long?
20 years.
20 years, and you had a rough district to play in.
Oh yeah.
How much did playing in 31-5A with the McAllens, the Sherrylands, all them, help prepare you as a coach to get the mentality right on a team that struggled?
I feel like if you can keep up with the big dogs, then we have no problem when we go down to like a 4A, 3A.
Right. And you still have some tough
absolutely.
competition down there.
I never underestimate anybody.
Especially when you're going up against Hidalgo.
Absolutely. And I'm from there, so I know what's what.
So you know Coach Benavides.
Of course.
You've
I know.
played her a few times, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Talk about when you started with this team.
Yeah.
What was their mentality going in? Did you have to get them going on a belief slate, or what did you have to do?
It's definitely a self-esteem issue. At first, they had taken on this role as the non-winning team.
Right.
Not first, for lack of a better word.
Right.
It was almost as if we were used to not, exceeding and not doing well in things. And it wasn't because of the talent, it wasn't because of the, organization, but it was just because it is what it is. I
Right.
mean, there wasn't a lot of consistency with coaching. There wasn't a lot of, they didn't have anything stable going.
All those issues combined with the fact that during the last few years, there was up to sometimes 2 teams from the 31-5A in the Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in the state we're talking about. So they had to compete with that and growing a program. But now the volleyball program is doing more than just volleyball. It's seeping into other programs.
Yeah.
Talk about girls athletics, especially at Valley View.
Yeah, well, we're a smaller school, so we have multiple sport athletes, and we have to. It is what it is. I don't have the luxury of saying like you're only going to do volleyball, you're only going to do this.
Oh, you have the luxury of saying it, but
yeah. So fortunately for us, I don't think it's good to touch a ball all year. You have to go out and branch out and do other things.
Right.
There's so many other things to do at Valley View. There's wrestling, there's tennis, there's golf.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. In fact, the girls have already been asking me like, Coach, when are we going to start practicing again? I was like, not for another. Go do what you need to do. Go take care of basketball, whatever you got going on.
Well, it's important to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation to learn how to get comfortable in it.
Absolutely.
So I think that translates into the volleyball season.
Absolutely.
You had a few all district team
I
of
did.
players. Tell us about them.
Yeah, we had Brianna Shefke, who got Offensive Player of the Year. You know, she's just phenomenal. She's a big girl, and she was my it girl on the net.
Right.
Yeah, and my Newcomer of the Year, Ariana Esqueda. Yeah, she was just a little freshman, a little 8th grader, man. I can't believe it. Last year, I go to the junior highs and I work with my feeder programs. And I would tell her, like, hey, you better get going because we have big plans for you. And she showed up and she showed out. How about
Sometimes that's all they need.
Yeah.
They just need a little bit.
Exposure.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, and she does club ball and she's just 24/7 sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, my libero of the year, Crystal Hassel. My defensive, she's just my everything back row. She's my anchor. I'm gonna miss her. Oh my God, am I gonna?
Are they all seniors or just?
I have 8 seniors leaving.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's good that y'all won this year because can you already sense it flowing through the rest?
Absolutely. Now we're talking about next year and the year after that and the year after that. I have girls training right here that I have at the 6th. They're incoming 7th graders.
No
so
way.
It's just, yes, absolutely. I was like, it's just amazing to see, and it all trickles down.
This is where my daughter started
Yes?
practicing, and then I helped train some people here. We're at the Valley Flames volleyball training facility here at 107 and close to 10th in Edinburg. Charlie Lopez is the director. Do you know Charlie?
I have met him a couple times. Everybody speaks so highly of him.
They're lying.
No.
No, I'm joking, Charlie. Don't. I'm joking, Charlie. They know I said that. This isn't the Jeff Dunham show, right, or anything like that. So what are the plans? You got to win. I mean, I've watched at every level. Even like you win a state championship, suddenly they're back in a state back and back. They're back
to back.
What's the next level for your team?
I think for us, like, we shouldn't expect anything. I think we have to work hard for everything, and it shouldn't be like an expectation like, oh, we won this year, it automatically means that no, absolutely not. It's start from scratch. The day after we came back from our tough loss, like, I was like, okay, back to the drawing board. What's next?
Right.
We got to go there. We got to get there, and now what? We got to push forward.
Because every team looks differently.
Every team looks differently.
You know, Grand Oaks won the 6A state championship last year at 50-1. This year they had 11 losses and still won the state championship. And last year, at the end of the year, the Coach Morgan, said, we might contend for it again next year, but it's not going to look the same.
It never does. It never does.
How long have you been at Valley View?
This is my 3rd year.
3rd year? Well, they've got expectations for you now.
They do.
You've set a few, huh?
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, that's what we should do. We should raise the bar, not just for volleyball, but for all sports in general.
That's awesome.
You know?
That's awesome.
That's the mentality that we need to have.
Can you make sure they change the paint color on the field?
And we got a green turf now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
I haven't been there in a
it's
while.
brand new.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's not blue anymore. I kind of miss the blue field.
You know what? Actually, I do too. Because I like Boise in college watching their blue field.
Yeah.
So
well, we had the only blue in Texas or something like that.
Something like that. But it's impressive to watch your volleyball program do so well, because just going down a district there's some 4As and 3As that are better than 5As. You know, so you went down one district, but you had Hidalgo. Who else was in that? Was it
We got PI, we
Port
got
Isabel,
Feria,
Gruya?
yeah, Jubilee, we had Gruya, all tough teams, man.
and they're all playoff teams every year.
Yes, absolutely. That's why when I would hear little comments here and there talking about, oh, now because you're at the 4A. I was like, please go and play these teams that I'm playing against, because let me tell you, it's not easy.
Jealousy. What can you say? Now they all want to be a Tiger.
Yeah.
Well, it's like at pros. A team wins, everybody suddenly wears their jerseys, right? Yeah. So going in, last question. Did you know you had a chance to win a district title this year?
I knew it.
What tipped you off? Why did you know it?
What can I tell you? When you see something in girls that they don't even see themselves sometimes, you just know.
It makes your plan easier. I got to make them see it.
Absolutely. Even when they didn't see it, even when nobody saw it, I saw it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that just speaks volumes to just my girls, man. We busted when nobody was working in the summer. We worked.
That's what it takes.
That's what it takes. And we're like, oh, Coach, we didn't go. What did you do this summer? I said, I monitoring girls, because obviously I can't coach them, whatever. But I was like, in the gym, you're gonna hit the gym. You're gonna hit the locker room, and the weight room. That's what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
You want to win this or not?
It's not what people see. It's what people don't see that gets you there.
Exactly.
Gets you to where they can see you. So congratulations,
Thank
Coach,
you so
on
much,
Coach of the
Henry.
Year. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Again, this is Henry Miller with Coach Bianca Garza from Valley View, our 2024 Coach of the Year. Henry Miller at RGVSports.com. Thank you, and remember, we're blessed more than we deserve. Thanks again. Thanks, Coach.